Hey there. Today we're going to be talking about a movie known as The Purge, starring Ethan Hawke and Lena Headey. And I watched it, so I could save you guys a little bit of pain. Basically, The Purge setup is that once a year for 12 hours in the United States, in the future, everybody can just go out and do any kind of random act of violence, murder, rape, robbery, anything that they want. And it's pretty much carte blanche to do anything, and there's no police, there's no ambulance, nothing. And you totally get away with it. And because of that, there's no crime. Because every crime in the world ever is a passionate crime. And after you do something violent like that, if you're a violent person, obviously you're not going to want to do any more, right? That's good enough. It's not like people that kill, like serial killers and stuff like that, feel that urge to keep going or anything. Yes, this movie will make little sense, and just the concept of the Purge. Ethan Hawke plays a successful security salesperson, and basically he sold security systems to all of the people on his block. Now he's become very successful and rich because of this, and he's on the way for a new promotion. He's basically driving back home, talking to his wife. This is a pretty standard nuclear family. It couldn't be pretty much phoned in and blatant if you tried. The wife is pretty much the wife that's home making dinner and waiting for her husband to come home. The husband's working, and he's this breadwinner type guy. The teenage daughter is kind of surly and upset because her dad doesn't like her boyfriend that's older than her, and the teenage son is the long-haired, really techie smart type of guy that can build robots that can with cameras in them. So we see Ethan Hawke coming home, and basically the talk about the whole Purge thing. He puts out blue flowers because just like poppies on Remembrance Day, blue flowers mean you support the Purge. And he's very strongly government guy. He supports what's going on. So we see them watch the stuff and lock up. Now, one thing before this, we see an awkward scene with the mother who's walking down the road, and she talks to one of the neighbors who normally has a party every year for the Purge. Call me crazy here, but if I had enough money to buy a big security system and have the homes that they have in this movie here, I think if there's a Purge going on in my neighborhood, I might just take a plane ticket out the night before and come back when it's all over. But then again, that would make sense, and we would have no film. So she meets a neighbor who basically kind of says, your husband got his new addition to the house, basically off of our blood money. And there's a little bit of resentment there, but they try to be very subtle with it, and it's about as subtle as a sledgehammer to the groin. Yeah, and the whole movie's like this. I don't know who wrote this film, but it's so by the numbers, and it assumes that the audience has absolutely zero common sense and can see things only in a completely shallow surface, and I mean really, really freaking shallow. So we get to the point where the moral compass of the movie, the son, lets a guy in that's outside screaming for help. Now, once he does that, we also find out that the girlfriend's boyfriend's upstairs, and he's hid up there, and he tells the girlfriend that he wants to talk to the dad on the night of the Purge because they'll all be inside, and he'll convince the dad to like him. And she doesn't see any problem with that, and she believes him. And I'm not sure what's worse, the fact that she believes that her older boyfriend that suddenly snuck in creepily to the house during the whole Purge thing is going to talk to her father, or his inane plan to kill her father, because, you know, killing the dad she loves is really going to endear you with the girl. So, yeah. As the door opens up and the guy's let in, and the security system's down, before he gets a chance to talk to the guy or kick him out or whatever, the guy comes down, the boyfriend comes downstairs, goes to shoot at the dad. Ethan Hawke's quicker on the draw and shoots that guy and mercifully gets him out of the film. He will always be remembered as that kid with the stupid ass plan in a movie. Anyway, a bunch of teens come with masks on that are supposed to be scary. And, you know, the mask could have probably been scary in another film, in another concept, in another world, but nothing is done well in this film. And the main guy quickly takes off his mask to look like one of those like smarmy prep kids with the grease back. Basically, he looks like Malfoy from Harry Potter. He just says that, hey, we want to get that guy, so send out the homeless dude, and then it'll be okay, and we'll just kill him and we'll purge, but if not, we're gonna go on and kill you all. So they go running around looking for the homeless guy to bring him out so that their family won't be killed. Ethan Hawke is very serious with this purge, and he does not want to have his family killed or hurt his ideals, so he's ready to throw the guy out. Meanwhile, the daughter, who has pretty much gotten really upset because her boyfriend, tried to kill her dad, and she didn't see it coming, runs off into the house. This house has to be pretty freaking huge because nobody can find anybody here. Finally, they do manage to locate the homeless character, and he says, "Throw me out and save your family." When he says this line, Ethan Hawke's character has a complete revelation and a 180-degree turn, and is suddenly ready to fight to keep this man alive, even if it means his entire family will get slaughtered in the process. No, I'm serious. This is how the movie goes, and it just makes no sense to the character of Ethan Hawke, but hey, I guess it makes sense to make the movie keep going along. Eventually, there's a big fight, and they manage to kill almost all the purgers. And one of the reasons they can do that is every damn time they get them in a compromising position, like it looks like they're going to kill them or something like that, then the person will stop and pause, or there'll be an awkward pause, or they'll say some kind of purge line, like, "Oh, I thank you for the purge of our new founding fathers," and all this crap. And that's done so that a big surprise can happen, where somebody will come up and shoot them from behind, or suddenly appear and shoot them and save the other person. This will happen 4 or 5 times within the film. I'm not joking. And yes, I watched this to the end. Finally, it's down to Ethan Hawke and the blonde leader of the Purge guys, who stabs Ethan Hawke fatally. And just as he stabs Ethan Hawke fatally, the other bad Purgers, the last of them, come in and swarm around the family, and it looks like each person in a different area is in mortal danger. Suddenly, in comes the neighbors, and they shoot the crap out of the other Purgers. And it's just, with Ethan Hawke now dead, it's just the mom, the son, and the daughter. And they tie them up and basically say, "We hate you, we've got a lot of hatred for you, and this is our chance to purge our hatred for you. So buck up, because we're going to have to kill you." And the mom's begging not to kill the kids, at least let them go, type of thing. And so there's like 6 or 7 neighbors anyway, and they get ready with the machetes and guns to go in to kill these three people. They're all circled around them. When the homeless guy jumps out with a gun and shoots one of them, to one of the bad guys' neighbors, to death. So rather than take him on, considering he's probably emptied most of his gun, or at least close to emptied it, into this one guy, and there's like 6 of them left, I think, 5 or 6 of them left. Every one of them automatically drops their weapon and gives up. I couldn't make this up if I tried. Yes, I probably could. Anybody, I could have a 3-year-old that could make a better, more twist in the plot to make sense than this one. So they sit at the table, and the girl basically says, "No one else will die tonight." The mother does, because she's learned a lesson about like violence and how this doesn't work. So finally the purge horn, because there's a horn, sounds that the purge is over, and she tells the neighbors to get out of her house. Yeah, I don't know, but if somebody was going to kill my family, I don't think I'd give them a chance to have a whole other year to wait around to try and get a better chance to kill my family again. If I had the chance to off them at that point, screw morality, I think I'd do it because, it's nice to keep your family safe and not give the neighbors that are going all around you a whole year to probably think about better ways to kill you when the next purge comes, because they can legally kill you. Anyway, that happens. She looks at the homeless guy and asks him if he needs any help. He says he's okay, and he walks out, and the movie pretty much ends. That is the purge. One purge that I wish I had was able to purge the movie out of my system and my memory banks, but I can't do that. But if you haven't seen the purge, there, I've saved you some pain, I've saved you some time. If you really like bad movies and you want to like have a laugh, because that's pretty much what it is, yeah, you could probably watch the purge. You could do worse than with an hour and a half, but you can do a lot better. You could practice origami, read a decent book, read a not so decent book, take pages out of a not so decent book and do origami with them. Oh, by the way, I went on IMDb to check out a couple things, and what is it rumored that the guy is doing next? The Purge 2. You've been warned. But hey. That was soda time, and after purging myself of that horrible film, it's tea time. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and it is now time for tea.